From the first moment we started planning this tour, this Euro tour, we have been talking about trying to find a higher purpose, a higher cause to take this on a crusade. And where we have eventually come to is, quite frankly, the four of us really have a special place in our hearts for children and teenagers who are fighting critical illnesses, right? When we came to that conclusion, we immediately reached out to Make a Wish Foundation, Ronald McDonald Houses, Sick Kids Canadian Children's Hospital, and we've even gone as far as to St. Jude's. We weren't just looking to raise money for them. Actually, our higher purpose came about when, in a preliminary conversation that we had with Make a Wish Foundation, they just flat out told us, with what's been happening over the past 2 years with COVID, that, quite frankly, there are no travel wishes, right? And so we just thought across the board, critically ill children are never, ever, for the foreseeable future, ever get to go to Europe. And we just sat down as a team and we said, wait a second, right? Like, let's think about this, guys. We're going to go over to Europe. We're going to create the first ever video documentary series of the best that Europe has to offer in virtual reality. Well, hold on a sec. If kids can't go to Europe, why don't we bring the experiences that we're documenting and cataloging? And if kids can't go to Europe, let's bring those experiences in Europe to kids' hospital beds and let them experience what we're doing through virtual reality, giving them kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it goes further than that. So our thought process was, while we're on tour, we're not just going to create the content, but we're also going to buy the VR headsets. And let me put this into perspective for you, right? If you look at a Make-A-Wish we've learned that cost $8,000, right? So $8,000 buys one kid, one day, one wish. Okay? If you look at us, right, for $8,000, I could buy and will buy 16 headsets, VR headsets. If you did 2 headsets per hospital, right, that could be used over and over and over again, right? I'm not talking about a 1 day, one wonderful time. We're talking now about the gift that keeps on giving as we do more and more content, right? That's going to go across the spectrum. It will be like a library of VR books, of experiences that on any day, on any hour, that a child can lose himself, like by thinking he's gone to Europe. And let me try to put this in perspective for you, because this is the equivalent of like someone going to watch a movie and someone that's got a free subscription to Netflix. The bottom line, though, is when you go to a movie, it's a one-time affair. That's it. It's over. Once the credits roll, you finish your popcorn, you leave the movie theater, that's it. That's over. That experience is gone. Whereas if you go and have a free subscription to Netflix, I mean, you can watch it in the comfort of your own home. You can watch it anytime you want. You can go to all the different genres that they have and watch them, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to create a library of quote unquote Netflix events that will allow any critically ill child or teenager to watch what interests them on their own time, on our dime, and that's what we're proposing to do. And you know what? If we can do that, just think about the amount of children that we could reach. That, it's a difference between like making a donation to St. Jude's Hospital where they do cancer research. I mean, does that go directly to the child? Well, you know what? This is the VR headset we're going to strap onto them where they get to experience, the best that Europe has to offer, right? And you know what? For our higher purpose, if we can be that ray of sunshine, for a brief moment, and we can make a difference, for the moment to help ease the burden those kids have to carry, you know what? We found our higher purpose. And we're going to do something that no one has ever done before on this planet. And that's how we plan to make a difference by going on this crusade, the Silver Surfer Your Tour campaign, and that's why, we wrote, a special line by Gandhi. He said, the greatest gift of humanity is not being a human, but in being humane. And Drew Ferrian has always said, the greatest gift is the gift of giving. And our goal is to try to touch as many critically ill children, be a ray of sunshine as we can. And a friend of mine, she said, are you going to try to change the world? And I thought about it, and my response was, if we were going to try to change the world, we'd try to find a cure for cancer, because to me, that's like changing the world. I said, really, what we're trying to do is we are just trying to make a difference in it. And when you think on those terms, you really do put into perspective what Make-A-Wish Foundation has tried to do, and that's try to make a difference in the life of a critically ill children for a day. And really what we're trying to do is just a bit more sustainable than that. By trying to create a library of memorable moments that can be passed from one hospital bed to another to a wheelchair over and over again. As long as we keep our tour running, as long as we keep going, as long as we keep receiving funding, our project will be sustainable. And, like I said, we want to be the gift that just keeps giving. We want to be a version of Make-A-Wish, and we want to be that ray of sunshine that just, help lifts dark, dreary clouds on, a winter's day, and makes sunshine, makes rainbows. And, that is what our Silver Surfer Your Tour, that's what our higher cause is all about.